Around here, this is more than a game. It's family, it's culture, it's legacy. A community that understands the work, respects the grind, and honors the journey. From the hardwood to the highlight moments, to every player chasing greatness. This is where passion grows, where fans become family, where standards are protected, where women's basketball lives. Welcome to Everybody Loves Juju 12.
Welcome everybody to Everybody Love Juju 1-2 Talk Soups. I'm so excited. And I hope you are too. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. Well deserved. Okay, so right now, everything around the NCAA women's basketball, everybody's handing out their, conference awards and different things like that. And I've been waiting patiently for the Big Ten to see, what they were gonna do. And people started shooting me stuff and I'm like, oh, thank you. I'm like hearing, news of this and news of that. I'm gonna do something different here. I'm gonna try to see if I could share my screen and show you from my Instagram what I'm seeing. I'm so excited, y'all. I'm so excited. How y'all doing this morning? How are y'all doing this morning, by the way? I just jumped right into this because I was so excited. Let me see here. First of all, get comfortable. Pull up. If you know or you don't know if you know. Let's take a look at what's going on. That's funny, RC. You call me that. That is so funny. You call me that. My real friends call me Juju Beans as well. That is so funny. Oh my gosh. I'm so excited. All right, let's start off with can y'all see this? Let's start off with the Jazzy Davison. What do we have here? Jazzy Davison, freshman, all Big Ten first team. Jazzy Davison. And there's her signature. USC women's basketball is announcing first team all defensive team, unanimous all freshman team. Please take a bow, Miss Davison. Miss Davison, you take a bow, sis. There she is. All Big Ten defensive team. All freshman team. What you got to say about that? What you got to say about that, right? So let's go back to my dog, all Big Ten defensive team, Ken Dog the Mad Dog. Kennedy Smith earns all defensive team honors. You better put some respect on her name. Okay? There she is. Take a look at that. Lockdown. That's right. What's up, y'all, Donovan? What's up? Jazzy got her much deserved fly. Shoot, Ken Dog got her much deserved fly. Look at my Ken Dog. Look at my Ken Dog. You can't dribble in front of her. Give me that. Give me that. Take that. Take that. Left hand block. Right hand block. Give me them cookies. Okay? Don't play with Ken Dog. Don't play with Ken Dog. Like I said, Big Ten Freshman of the Year. Second team, congratulations. Kara Dunn, first time. She should be big-time newcomer. She came all the way over from the ACC to the Big Ten. Only had a few months to get ready under our program. Captured our hearts. I stayed for the senior. What do you call it? When they honor the seniors, right? Senior day. And I met her dad, talked to her dad. Oh my gosh, she has a 17-year-old sister. Looks, exactly like if you saw them from far away, you would think that was Kara. 17 years old. She's a volleyball player, and her dad said she'll be going to Syracuse to play volleyball. Congratulations, Kara Dunn, on your second team selection. There she is. Number 25. SoCal. Finish at the rim. Come on, Kara. There you go. Put some emotion in it. Up, step, three-pointer. Drive to the hole. Finish with contact. I love when she shoots that high arcing three. It's a beautiful shot. She's way past the top of the key, in between the half court. Bam. Come on, Kara. Finish. That's against who was that against? I was gonna say Iowa, but that's not Iowa. Top of the key, bam. I think that's Iowa. Boom. I think that's Michigan State. Boom. Iowa again. That was one of my favorite plays against Hannah Stokey. Done. 25. Done deal. Done deal. And there they are. This is when we, at the end, said goodbye, and they took a photo, standing next to their jerseys. Very, very, very happy moment, but sad at the same time. Not really getting enough time, in my opinion, with them under our system. This is the game that we lost, 50-73, with 23 points. Kennedy went out for the last 8 minutes of that game. This is her father that I met and her mom. And there's her sister that I was telling you about. They look like twins, don't they? They straight look like twins. It's crazy. This is London's family. All look alike. Don't they just all look alike? Oh, my God. There's mom, dad, sisters. Oh, my God. Her sisters are such sweethearts. All of them are. I actually met them in the garage for the SC. I was on my way to the crypto game, the real SC game. And then that's when I was able, I just saw him first, and they were following behind. And then he said, "Oh, these are the mom and dad." And then we just chit chat. And I just, told them how much we love and appreciate their daughter coming over to USC. And she'll always be a Trojan. The girls love each other. They love Lundeezy. Katie on senior day hit a half-court shot. And there they are, the two of them posing together. Kara Dunn, Dallas, Georgia. I had never heard of Dallas, Georgia until Kara. Lundeezy. And that was the day that was like, beat the Bruins. So, hey. So what y'all got to say about that? I love it. I love they got their recognition. They got their awards. Of course, I wish we had even more awards. Last year we got coach of the year for Coach GZ and the Big Ten. Juju was of course player of the year, and as well as national player of the year. You didn't get enough time with Kara Dunn, just like we didn't get enough time with Lucy Olsen. Yeah, exactly. Yes, congratulations. Done deal. Those blocks from Ken Dog are nasty. And if you see them in person, I mean, it's just a beautiful sight. And she's setting up to do it. When she's coming in, it's like you could feel it. Like, oh my gosh, she's closing in. Or you thought the girl blew by, but she's setting them up. Oh my God. Oh, it's just a beautiful day in the neighborhood, bro. Just a beautiful day in the neighborhood. Let me see if I can show you any more things. I did have some things sent to me in my inbox, but how do I get to that inbox? Congratulations to my girls, first of all. Just first and foremost, for real, though. That's definitely exciting news. Let's see. You said we didn't get enough with Kara Dunn. So what do you guys think about the awards? You think they're fair? I know across other things, I heard that I think, what did they say? Calvin got freshman of the year in the ACC. That was kind of interesting, y'all. Don't you think? That was kind of interesting. that you think that was a robbery? Do you think that Chavez should have gotten? I think Chavez got second team in SEC, and then Galvin got freshman of the year. That's kind of interesting that she did that. I mean, that's a huge accomplishment for her. I'll give her that. So I want to show you this. Let's play this. Boom.
Beautiful move. How smooth is Jazzy? Keeper double try, and Jazzy Davidson sends it to the street. Net one, and on cue, Jazzy doing it again. She'll go to the line. Here's Jazzy stepping through. Jazzy, is there a better freshman in the country than USC's Jazzy Davidson? She's kind of hyped this number one recruit. I don't think she's hyped enough because she's really, really good.
She is indeed. She lived up to the hype. What a year for Jazzy Davidson, freshman from Oregon, headed south, took LA by storm. Big Ten freshman of the year is named by both the coaches and the media, continuing a tradition of greatness for the women of Troy. Look at the star power on this list of Trojans who've been named conference freshman of the year historically, including Lisa Leslie, Tina Thompson, and most recently, Juju Watkins. Jazzy Davidson joins us now. Jazzy, what does it mean to be a part of that group?
It means a lot. I mean, there's some legendary players on that list. I'm just very honored to be considered a part of it. So.
This is not necessarily a situation you anticipated when you decided to go to USC. I mean, the assumption was that you would be playing next to Juju Watkins. She had the really unfortunate injury at the end of last year. She misses this season. What has the mental adjustment been to be essentially the centerpiece of this team?
Honestly, I'm not sure if it was much of an adjustment. I think I always kind of had the mindset of just doing whatever I needed to do to help the team win. So whatever that may be, whatever my coach is asking me or my teammates needed me, that's what I'll do.
In what way has Juju helped you through it?
I mean, she's just been amazing. She's just been a great teammate, just a great friend in general. She's she has gone through kind of everything that I'm going through right now. So just having that kind of that advice and that perspective on things with her being on the other side of it, it's been really, really amazing.
I know this year you're still focused on, but you think about next year, great recruiting class coming in, plus the opportunity to play with Juju. What do you think about?
I'm so excited. I think we're all pumped for next year. Obviously, we still have some unfinished business this season, but just thinking about it, I get so excited. So
you've gotten a ton of hype. I mean, you were on the cover of Slam U magazine here recently. There's so much that goes with being in LA, of course, as well. Off the court, what's the coolest thing that's happened to you this year?
I would say the slam cover. I feel like every basketball player kind of dreams of having their own slam cover, so that was a really surreal experience for me.
When you think about the postseason here coming up, what excites you the most?
Just getting to play more games with my teammates. Not taking any game for granted. It's a blessing that we're in this position to play in the Big Ten tournament and play in the March Madness. And I'm just really excited to go out and win some more games.
We are excited to see you out there. Jazzy Davidson, congratulations, the Big Ten Freshman of the Year, a huge accomplishment. And we will see you on the court in Indy.
Thank you.
Congratulations, little mama. I stayed at the end of the game. We did a longer ceremony for our seniors on Sunday, and so I was on my way out, and Jazzy was loose, still kind of like talking to kids and stuff. And I didn't have my pen. She had just handed it to another kid, and they ran off. And I was gonna get my shirt signed because I got the Slam U shirt. Hold on. I don't think I got a chance to show you guys. So I got the Slam U shirt. Let's see if you can see it. I hate the way you can't really see stuff. But you get the idea. Let's see. My logo on the back is kind of messing it up. It's a beautiful shirt. She's on the Slam U cover, but check it out. Juju was on the main Slam. That's how bad she is. But congratulations, she was on the Slam U. They did a whole thing featuring her, and I wasn't able to get it signed. But hey, you know, I plan to see her again. It's not a problem. And if you don't know, so I'm on my way out, and everybody's basically kind of gone. Some are going to the founders room to be talk with the family. I think London's family and Kira's family and others were going down in there. So I'm walking out and I see Kennedy by herself, and I'm like, Kennedy, because I didn't get my hug because they only come around when we win. And she's like, hey, and then I was like, I'm not stalking you. I'm really on my way to the car runner. She said, girl, you good? And so then that's when you see me record. See, I'm just a community mentor. I'm not here, I'm here to bring you content, but I'm also a fan. I'm also a supporter of them. I'm also here to just to honor them whenever I can, give them their flowers, talk hoops, from a perspective of a former basketball player myself, and just an athlete myself, and to cover the Trojans, give you some, I may not give you, X's and O's, so to speak, or analytics to a deep dive in that, but I'm here to just bring you the friendly content, storytelling, and remind you of historical things about the Trojans, and to discuss their future, and just to hype them up, really, because I love them that much. And if you're around, if you, it's a family atmosphere and Galen. And when UCLA and USC, especially when they get together, all the old heads that I knew growing up and being in Southern Cal, that you meet and greet and you talk and you see people you haven't seen in years. I see former Trojans that I had real contact with more than I do, like outside of the basketball arena. There are players that came to my house. There are players that I hung out with. They hung out with me, the big sis. So, Ebony Hoffman, I ran into her. She's a former Trojan that went pro, played for Narbonne High School, went to Indiana. I think won a championship with Tamika Catchings, went on to play for the Sparks, and now she later went on to coach in high school. I want to say that Ebony may have been one of the coaches for Windward. And then she went on to Seattle, and she was under Noe Quinn and Pokey Chapman. And now she's full circle back home. I met her daughter. It's so funny to see somebody that you've known since they were 18, 19, 20 years old, all grown up, married with a baby. There's a big girl now. And so I ran into Eb, took a photo with her, and congratulated her on her assistant Sparks, LA Sparks. Also at our game was they were hidden at the top of the section 102 was the Valkyries. Natalie Nakase was there. Sugar Rogers was there. She was a Georgetown player that went pro back in the day. I think she used to date Katie. I don't want to spread rumors, but I believe she did, Katie. And then so we had those coaches there as well. And Ann Myers was there. Many from the championship team of the Trojans, were there. Anita Ortega, one of my friends, one of my favorites from UCLA AIAW championship team, was there. Got a chance to holler at her. I had never met Juliet Robinson or Tracy Longo, and another guard, the Asian guard. And I hate to refer to her as that, but it's very rare that you see Asian players in sports basketball. So I was able to meet her, and then we all chopped it up. But it was a great day. God, I'm trying to think who else was. Cheryl Miller had a signing. They gave us these shirts of Cheryl Miller, but she also was there for you to take photos with and stuff like that, which I already have. I didn't do that. What else was going on in there, Jay? It was just a lot of vendors, a lot of different things, Oh, I know what else. It was our official. We had an official. Sarah, okay, from Spain had her official visit that day. So she was present. The seniors got their flowers. We also gave flowers to UCLA. Funny thing, Juju was handing out. She was handing out flyers to some of the seniors, and she didn't look happy necessarily doing it. Kiki stole a picture with her, and then she was like, "Okay, here," and then told Tay, "Here, you do the rest, girl." Like, because we all know how Juju feel about UCLA, and so the game for me was interesting. We got killed on the boards. Didn't expect that so much, but we held everybody to under 10 and points, people that you would think for the Trojans. For the Bruins, they're just so loaded, right? So who goes off that no one expected was Charlize Ledger-Walker. We couldn't stop her. She hit 20. And then Ken Dog, she got a contusion in her thigh. And I could probably tell you when that about happened in the second half, third quarter. And so she went out, and it was like for a minute, like 8 minutes. It was like, girl, don't even worry about it. Like we'll probably have to face them Friday. I believe we'll get past the University of Washington, and we'll talk about that. So I'm going to my car. Now I'm getting ready to go past the elevator, up the steps. This is McCarthy parking. And so there's little Malia holding her food, walking, and I'm like, Malia. I'm saying, chopping it up with Malia. So I'm, Malia, how's Kennedy? And she's like, oh, she's fine. I think she got knee. She said, I think she got kneed or something. So, Malia, of course, some personal. She's just a cool kid. She already knows she recognized me because from the very beginning of the year, I knew that Malia was going to have a huge responsibility, doing something that she's never done, which is to start as at the point. And that was huge for her. And I think she did a wonderful job. Malia's like comfortable, and she's more effective, like coming in, being a spark plug on defense and being, a catalyst. I love the way that she you could tell that she knows what coach she wants. You could tell she knows how to get, be that floor general, get them, in their spots where they're supposed to be. She got a Canes, cool little Canes, little ad, special commercial. She's got her own little deals going on. One of the things about being on the Trojans, we're going to get you your brands. Juju got them all the Chipotle thing, or, Malia does, I think, some hair and makeup things. But for sure, I know she did a commercial with Dominique, shot something with Dominique Darius last year. But I love the Canes commercial. She did very well with that. Like, they're just natural in front of the camera. And we have the best school of communication. So if you come to USC and you want to be a sportscaster, or journalist, or whatever, School of Communications is. We got the Edinburgh School of Communications, the best in the country. So one thing about them, they're going to keep their heads up, like Daddy said, and the man asked. You're looking forward to playing with Juju. They're super excited about it. I would be too, but in my personal opinion, I think that she's going to really be excited to be on the floor at the same time with Juju. I think it's got to be something that she's not even experienced before, because the gravity that happens when she's on the floor, the attention that is going to be garnered for the Trojans is going to be something like we've had like 9,000 in Galen. It only holds 10. Believe it or not, like starting from like way before Juju came, sometimes we'd have it had got so bad we had about 200-300 people in there. You know what I'm saying? There are times where we'd be under 1,000 constantly. So Galen, what Coach Gottlieb has built in his building, and with the emergence of Juju Watkins, like, the city is awoken, and it's going to be packed every single night. It's going to be, I don't care if we're playing Cal Poly or somebody, Mother Mary, Church of whatever. It doesn't matter. You're just going to want to see these girls. Even when Juju's not playing, it's just something about the Trojans that you just want to watch. And Even the style of play. I would say lately, I think we're getting a little bit, our spacing is not where it should be. And we're getting a little bit clogged in and running into each other and things like that. But I think with the rest, we don't get that much rest, but we'll take off and get to Indianapolis, and then we'll play Thursday. And so we'll be playing the Huskies, which we're favored to win, by the way, by over almost 60%, I think. So we're favored to win that on Thursday. And then from there, the expectation would be to play the undefeated UCLA Bruins again. So I didn't see the documentary of UCLA, everybody. So if you want to tell me about it, you can. But I know that the only two losses in regular season that the Trojans and non-conference, out of the non-conference and regular conference losses, were to USC, and it seems that they took it pretty personal, as well as to their loss to UConn. I think they took that really personal, and a lot of motivation and a lot of drive was to get revenge against Coach G and the Trojans. And so, they got their lick back. They got their lick back because for 2 years, we won the Pac-12, then we won the regular season Big Ten, and they just couldn't beat us. They just couldn't stop us no matter what. And so, but as we all know, I think Coach Corey Close will jump in the portal, but I think a lot of her players will be, in my opinion, will probably come from international. I think she'll go international because I don't know of anyone, beating down doors to get to UCLA. So this year is her year that she should try to take advantage of the core seniors that she has, which is probably 6 or 7 of them. Tamia Gardner will return because she did go ahead and take the medical red shirt. And so she will more than likely be eating dirt next year. So let's see what you guys are talking about. Those decisions, some good decisions they made in the Big Ten. I think so. I think they got it right. Galvin ain't better than Chavez. They bugging, but hey, it's who they wanted. I'm not sure what they decided. Chavez kind of inconsistent sometimes. Maybe the math wasn't mathing above Galvin. I'm not sure really. I know you follow closely. If how many of you guys think Galvin isn't better than Chavez? I don't know. It's about being. If you're saying better this season, we're not talking like prospect or potential. We're talking about this season. Who had the better season? Galvin made a lot of noise. Congratulations to Jazzy Davidson. Congrats to her. Thanks, Farrell. Jazzy's elite level successful. She earned that shit. She basically did. She's 3-level scorer, plays through contact, gets to the midi. You run her off the 3-point line. She'll get to the midi. The blocks, the steals, the finish. She's amazing. She's amazing, and even getting better. You know what I'm saying? Like she's gonna be getting stronger. She's going to be more familiar with the Big Ten come next year. She's going to be playing with top level talent all around her. So it's going to be amazing. It's going to be fun to watch. You gotta Oklahoma fans are crashing out about who won the freshman of the year. That's what I was thinking, Chicago. I think they're crashing out. She's really put the team on her back all year, and she has to get credit for that. Definitely. You don't lead in every category. I mean, she leads in categories, but behind, Ken Dog is like right there in those steals and blocks and stocks, right behind her. Sometimes she's led, but, by the second game of the week, Jazzy will go up by some. And a 1v1 Aaliyah would cook Galvin like rotisserie chicken. Why you say that, RC? Galvin, why you say? Because she's small? I mean, they're both small to me. I'm not shocked because Galvin was. I need somebody to tell me. I'm not shocked. Galvin was on a winning team, averaging 13, 3 boards, almost 6 assists, and almost 3 steals. Come on now, RC. How the hell you gonna tell? What is he's done broke down. She's a big part of their offense and defense. What do you? Can you put up? Show me Chavez's numbers. Because look at these numbers. He just told you 13 points. This is a point guard, by the way. 3 boards, almost 6 assists, 3 steals a game. And she's a big part of the offense and defense. What's your overall feel and pulse on your Trojans now that the regular season is in the books? Did the year go better or worse than you thought? I think it went better than I thought. I think it went better. I know you guys probably thinking like, because one, no one was talking about nobody was talking about Kara Dunn, and I knew who she was. I thought she would be fine. I think she would be great. I knew what I wanted from London. I knew what I wanted from London, and I feel like she kind of dipped. If you trying to come up, let me know. Let me put the link in here. I knew that she would do what she was doing. I knew that Jazzy would do what she did. I didn't anticipate Ken Dog getting obviously hurt. I think when we had those close games against Maryland, Michigan, and Michigan State and Minnesota, losing to Minnesota, who really is in the spot that I felt that we should be in. So that's why I said worse, only because I felt that we would be in the top 4. Okay, that's why I felt like we were in the top 4. Getting that win against Iowa felt really, really good. Because seeing them in person and how well confident and poised and how elite they played that game was, we were just pumping in all cylinders with our outside shooting. We killed it on the 3. We went inside. We went outside. We didn't let Chit Chat score all over us at all. Ava Hayden, she can't shoot from the free throw, so she drives. But that whole game was just elite basketball. We one of the things we have a tendency to do is slip in the 4th. And they tried to make a run. Iowa made a big run, and they couldn't do it. So yeah. Because I expected us to be in 4th, yeah, it kind of went a little different than I thought. So what's up? I call Ledger the Lady J kid. You talking about Jason Kidd? UCLA is just better than the Trojans this season. That's it. Might be better than a lot of people in the country. We'll see. Malia been represented. She got that 3 going, and we good. For sure. I don't know if you guys remember the opening game in Bahamas. I'm sure you don't. Juju's freshman year. Juju and Malia are in the same year, same grade. So if you go back and look at that game, Malia came off the bench and popped 3 threes. So, and then she would sit down. You know what I'm saying? Like, I never doubted what Malia can and cannot give us. Nobody said that we could. Nobody. Mr. S.C. Bragg, Gullah accent. You from South? Oh, you are South Carolina because listen, my family is from South Carolina, and if you know, Rick, I'm gonna tell you, my last name is Middleton. There's Middleton Place and Middleton Garden and whatever. We're Gullah Geechee. I recognize where you're coming from. I don't even know why you needed to come in and say this, but I'm gonna read it for you next time. Buy a super chat. Can't win the NCAA championship with Juju Watkins. There's no doubt they can't win this year with Jazzy Davidson. So you expected Juju Watkins to win, I assume, in her freshman year? You expected her to win in her freshman year? With 3 Ivies and two McDonald All-Americans, Clarice and Rhea? So you expected, because you do know she tore her ACL. So what the hell are you talking about? We can't win with her. When without her, we got to the Elite 8. Juju went down in the second round in the first 3 or 4 minutes. We get all the way to the Elite 8, and you're in your brain, you don't think that team was going to the Final Four, not only the Final Four, the championship. So what year are you talking about we can't win with Juju Watkins? What player in that championship game was going to stop Juju? Who's going to guard her? Raven. Raven's going to guard Juju. And Raven's going to stop Juju Watkins. Okay. Take a deep breath, bro. Hit the like, subscribe, and share. Thank you very much. Yes, I agree. Viv and Gerda and Laura need to step up. Yes, they're very young. Redshirt freshmen. Gerda's actually would be considered a junior. Viv is a sophomore. Obviously, I don't think you guys really kind of understand what we're trying to do with them as far as like we do need a big. We got Fagan at 6'4". We had an official visit by Sarah Okiki, which would take us right over to the top to which we need. We didn't have Marshall and Kiki. That's a big loss. So yeah, I agree. I do agree, Nicholas. And what I would say to Nicholas is that, without sharing any kind of insight, whatever, basically common sense would tell you that when Juju went down and it was time for the portal, no doubt players didn't want to take a chance to come without her, especially if they're like their senior year or their junior year, right? They didn't want to take the chance of coming. I believe our portal pickups, and I stand on this 100,000%, would have looked different. No shade to Kara London, but I'm just saying we would have gotten the big, but we would have gotten the bigs that we need, or the forward that we need, or the guard that we need. You know what I'm saying? That would have been a no-brainer to come play for the Trojans and with Juju. No-brainer, period. So without it, we had to do with what we had. And I always say that Coach G does more with less. She does more with less. And she's always been that kind of coach. Because we could have just tank down to, because the only, we lost 4 starters and we had Kennedy. Can you guys wrap your brain around it? We lost 4 starters. And then we still got, how many do it? 4, we still got 4 quad wins. We had the second in the strength of schedule with this team, and we got 4 quad wins. So I think we overachieved in a lot of ways. You guys will go from currently unranked to finish this year, in my opinion, to a top 3 to 7 nationally. Don't even say 7, I say 3 next season, in my opinion. It's going to be a top 3. And I'm only going to give when we come out with the rankings, it's only whoever wins the championship, they're going to have to be at the top. South Carolina has a pretty cool little thing going. They don't have the top recruits. And it's still not done who's picking up what, but we're second in top recruit. Texas is 1. So we're going to be in the top 3 way too early rankings for sure. And then we're just going to have to go out and prove ourselves. Ju nervous going up against Avery Howell? Hell no. Avery Howell, no. No, not at all. Coach Close, the only thing I don't care for at UCLA. You don't like Coach Corey. Okay. D. Are you coming up, D? Maybe it's competitive, but she comes off as a hater. D said, if my Bruins don't win it all, then I think Coach Corey should step down like Bluter. Sorry. Galvin got game. RC, why are you raining on Arbery so hard? I don't know why he's raining on Arbery, because Donovan pretty much broke it down. Like the stats were like, boom. What I will say is this, and this is where I lose the battle, Drew. Galvin is more efficient and more steady at point guard than Chavez is. I will give her the edge on that. Yeah. Nicholas said, next season, USC next season might have the best starting 5. We will. That said, Gottlieb needs to recruit a big in the portal to complement Fagan. Scary thing is Juju Kennedy, Hall, and Fagan are WNBA. It's a WNBA lineup, Nicholas. You get it, Nicholas. It is a WNBA lineup. It is a straight WNBA starting 5. Not starting 5 in the league, but I'm saying they are going to the league. Straight to the league. Well, y'all do have pretty much the same squad at UCLA. Few coaches have that advantage. Absolutely. Congratulations to Jazzy. See, everybody feeling it. Everybody got no problem with it. Thank you, Hooker. What will a third matchup look like with the Bruins? I know you guys. Here's the thing. What I don't like is I don't want, I would like to have faced them out, in a tournament in March Madness. I got to get away from the Big Ten. I don't know if you guys realize this, but the officiating, they hate us. Our defense is smothering. They'll call and they'll try to make it up too. Like when we turn up our defense, like if you were to really see our defense, it is so smothering. It is so tough. It is so physical. Like as soon as we do it and we start stealing the ball and everything, we're going the other direction. Then it's a late whistle. And it's like, or as soon as somebody's coming, like we're coming towards them, it's like, now we'll get the same treatment, touch, or a tap, and the whistle blows off. But, when Jazzy's in there, Kara's in there, they're getting like hacked, and they're not calling it. They're not calling nothing. As soon as we breathe on somebody, and you can tell we're turning it up, here they go, acting stupid. And so I want to get away from the Big Ten officials. They can't handle it. But when you get into March Madness, they let you play. That's more of our style. So you never know what we can do. If we really turn up our defense, you don't know who we can upset. What will the third matchup look like with the Bruins? I know you guys are going to be Washington. Yeah, that's all I can say is like it'll be a lot tougher because we're just going to go all out on them. Congratulations to Kennedy Smith I put the link in there. I can't DeWitt. I keep getting you guys mixed up. Mike DeWitt and DeWitt. I can't remember who's what. Not at all. Malia Samuel's commercial was great, wasn't it? The Canes commercial. That's the one. It looks good, huh? Too early. UConn, South Carolina, 1 or 2. Then USC chose 3, and then in my too early poll. Yeah, that's probably what it'll start off with. SC is the best front court next season. I think you're talking about how do you guys gonna look? Who do you think will be? Who do you think will be in your front? Who do you think will be in your front court, Farrell? Like, do you want to? Do you think Ashlyn will be back? And I know Chloe should. I think Chloe will make it back. So you thinking like Chloe? Let me just guess for you. You think like Chloe, Joyce, and like an Ashlyn Watkins? I can deal with that. I can deal with that for sure. I can deal with that. Chavez needs to learn to play with her team. Jew and Lai Mike, Angie D, and Gianna Neepkins are the X factor. Gianna shocked me. She wasn't really shooting from the outside. She actually working on driving to the hoop. She got a little game to her there. Angie D. Who the hell is Angie D? Gianna Neepkin. Angie D. Oh, you talking about Dukeledge. Okay. Jazzy for National Player of the Year. Whoop, 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 whoop. Say that again, Farrell. Straight up. I don't want to hear no Galvin. I don't want to hear no Chavez as Jazzy. Do you think you should worry about Avery? Come on now. I don't know what will make much. No, I don't. I'm not worried. You got a couple of others out there. I'm not shooting down Avery's skill or what she's going to do. But no, I don't. I mean, unless she just goes crazy, like shooting on the outside. And even if she does get hot, like we'll put, she can't score over Jazzy, and she probably won't be able to score over Kara, which she'll probably try to drive on Kara. And then, I think you should be focusing, Sellers trying to, getting hot. Like if she gets hot, Eladine just gets rebounds and putbacks and things like that. I really don't worry about Washington. I would be surprised if they beat us. I need to see Texas again. They done messed up what would have been a perfect year. I know, because I really felt like Texas is the one you guys need to worry about. Ashley is practicing with the team now. Ashley, who's Ashley? Not at all. I repeat, Avery. Not at all. I repeat, Avery. I don't know what you mean right there. I'm trying to fast track so I can leave even earlier and come up. Oh shoot! I might have to come up again. Okay, I thank you, Nick. I get it. That's why I really couldn't feel out when the best time when people. I'm so glad so many people have come so far. Hit that like button for me. Hit that subscribe. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, please do. Really trying to build this channel, get some more subscribers. I'm sure next year when there's more to talk about with the Trojans, you guys will, I'll get a lot of traffic through here. But I want to stay true to you guys, my faithful ones, and thank you guys and appreciate you guys for this year and just sticking with me through all that I've been through and me coming back. Like, I met about 3 or 4 people that subscribed just from meeting them at the Galen Center. And I appreciate those of you from the Galen that I met this year and have seen my channel and told me and said they enjoyed it and they love it. And so I was happy about that because, this was just really just a hobby of mine. It's really like, I love talking hoops. I carry a little bit of historianist storytelling for you guys. And I'm trying to be boots on the ground, get photos, get you guys plugged in, really see the family atmosphere that the Trojans have, just a community person that follows and wants to continue to pump up the Trojan. But also, I look across the league and I talk about what's going on elsewhere. So yes, like Dee said, hit that subscribe button, will you? I think I had something here to show you, and I kind of wanted Dee up here, but I just want to show you and read to you what it says in terms of what we got going on in the Big Ten. Let's see. So with the Big Ten, hopefully you all can see this. Let's see what D said. Your video with Kennedy endorsing you was everything. Did you like that? Thank you, RC. Did you like that? Kid Dog, sure, I'll do it. I said, is it okay if you do it? She's like, yes, I'll do it. And so she did it. She said, do that right now. She's funky with it. Put Jazzy on every, she don't warrant Kennedy. She don't really warrant Kennedy. No, you're right. She don't really, I've seen what Kennedy did to her and then tried to help her up, her old roommate. So you saw how that landed. Yeah, you saw how that landed, right? Okay, so let's see. Let's see. So as you can see on the left, on Wednesday, Indiana, Nebraska. Let's see, how is this going to go? Indiana plays Nebraska. Wisconsin plays Illinois. Illinois will win that. Purdue will play Oregon. Oregon, I think, should win that, right? So then we will play Washington on Thursday. Okay, so how does this work? This is what I needed help with, D. So that's Thursday. And then everybody's telling me on Friday we slide over because it's a double bye for UCLA, Minnesota, Iowa, and Michigan, right? They have a double bye. So how does this work? Like the winner, if we play, USC plays Washington, the winner of Indiana, say Nebraska, do they play Ohio State? And then the winner of Wisconsin, Illinois will play Michigan. See, this is the part I don't understand. The second line. That's why I needed you here. I mean, who was stopping UCLA? I mean, ordinarily, you already know what I'm going to say. It'd be us. But, of course, this is a whole different year. of things. Oh, did I show you guys this? Okay, so it's a whole different, let's see. If they get a double bye, if UCLA gets a double bye and they play us, then at some point they're gonna play the winner. Okay. You want to know, honestly, you guys really want to hear my take? You guys really want to hear who I think has the best chance to beat UCLA in a crazy way, that if they really, 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 really wanted to, is Ohio State. And it's going to take everything they got. But I feel that the media will say Iowa, and I think because they get a lot more height and things like that, they're probably going to say Ohio would be a good matchup with UCLA. But I think, and I don't want to, because I think if Minnesota and Iowa are playing each other, Iowa needs to watch out. And then, of course, you got Silosaurus, Olsen, and Holloway of Michigan would be the more likely finals game, right? But the way that it would come out with Michigan playing UCLA is if Michigan and UCLA would have to be knocked off, and then you're going to see something weird happen, and it's just the Big Ten Conference. It's not like it's March Madness or anything. So anything can happen. Blow up the screen. If I blow up the screen, I'm wondering if would I still be on there? Like, could you still hear me? Can you still hear me? And I can't see the comments. So let me go back. Let me go back. Hey, DJ. Let me see if I go up to this. Not that. Not that. If I go here and blow it up. It's really going to take me. If I do that. Let's see. I can't blow it up. So it says, let's see, can y'all, I know y'all said, yes, you can hear me, I'm going to read it, but it says, you can see and hear. Thank you. Let me read what it says. It says, the Big Ten Conference announced full bracket on Sunday for 2026 All-State Big Ten Women's Basketball, which will take place March 4th through the 8th at the Gamebridge Fieldhouse in Indianapolis. Single tickets on sale for $23.50 and $54.45. That's weird pricing. Pricing are exclusive of Ticketmaster and facilities. All seating is reserved. That's cool. I'm going to read past that. All 14 games this year will be broadcast live to a national audience, starting with the opening round being, this is important, the opening round, which is Wednesday, will be on Peacock. And then the Big Ten Network and Fox Sports app will broadcast the second round through the semifinals from Thursday to Saturday. The championship game on Sunday will tip off 2:15 Eastern on CBS. The third time the network has carried the title game. Defending Big Ten tournament champion UCLA, 21-1, 18-0 Big Ten, is number one seed this year after clinching its first ever Big Ten regular season crown, because we won it last year. The Bruins have ranked in the top 4 of the Associated Press and the Women's Basketball Coaching Association polls season are currently ranked second. UCLA also earned the number 2 national seed in the NCAA committee Finals 16 reveal on Sunday. The Bruins will open Big Ten tournament. The Bruins will open, Big Ten tournament champion. number 1 seed after clinching his first Big Ten regular season. I said that, right? Yeah. We'll open Big Ten tournament play on Friday with a quarterfinal game against the winner of the second round between the number 8 seed, Washington, and number 9 seed, USC. Iowa claimed number 2 seed in this year's bracket and is ranked 9th in both major national polls. The Hawkeyes have garnered a number 2 seed in the NCAA committee reveal. Only 6 Big Ten tournament titles. Iowa's season journey begins at 6:30 on Eastern on Friday with a quarterfinal game on the Big Ten Network. The winner of the first round matchup between the number 10 Illinois, here we go. The winner of the number 10 seed, Illinois, will play the number 15 seed, Wisconsin. Will meet the 7th seed, Michigan State. In the second round, the battle for a chance to play the Hawkeyes. Now, Michigan Wolverines earned the number 3 seed for the tournament and is ranked 8th in both the national polls. The Wolverines, who were tabbed as the number 2 in an NCAA committee reveal, are on a quest for their Big Ten tournament trophy. Michigan will open up postseason slate on Friday against the number 6 seed Maryland. So Michigan will be playing Maryland on Friday. The number 11 seed Oregon or the number 14 seed Purdue. Interesting. Let's see. Out of Maryland, Oregon, and Purdue, I think Maryland should be able to get through that. But we'll see. You never know with the Big Ten. Rounding out the top 4 seeds is Minnesota with the last tournament double byes. So they got that double bye that I wanted for the quarterfinal. The Golden Gophers have been ranked in the national polls of each of the 2 weeks, are seeking their first tournament crown. Minnesota's postseason bid starts Friday afternoon against the number 5 seed, Ohio State. Now, this is going to be tricky right here, D. They're going to play. Minnesota got to play Ohio State, the number 12 seed, Nebraska, or the number 13 seed, Indiana, in the quarterfinals. So the complete all-state basketball tournament schedule is Wednesday, Game 1, Nebraska versus Indiana. Game 2, Illinois versus Wisconsin. Number 3, Oregon versus Purdue. On Thursday, we got Washington and USC. Ohio State will play the winner of Game 1, which is between Nebraska and Indiana. Okay? And then on Game 6, Michigan State will play the winner of Game 2 out of Illinois and Wisconsin, which will probably be Illinois. In Game 7, Maryland will play the winner of Game 3 between Oregon and Purdue, and I got them playing Oregon. Then Friday, UCLA will play the Game 4 winner, which hopefully will be USC. Game 9, Minnesota will play the Game 5 winner out of Ohio State and the winner of Game 1. Game 10 and on and on and on. So I'm not going to go through it all, but all I can tell you is that the Big Ten is no joke. Okay, it's not a cakewalk. It's not predictable. Some areas are kind of predictable, right? But here's the thing: the reason that UCLA has the best chance because they have a lot of depth, and you're playing, and luckily, they're skipping. They got a double bye, right? But I think they would still have to play 3 games. Am I correct? If they have to play back to back to back, that's where the rubber meets the road. That's where depth comes in. That's where who can play that many games in a row with no space, no break, every day. Who's in the best shape? We better take no team for granted because we can get upset talking about Iowa, not UCLA. I think that's what we feel with you guys. It's like, are you guys going to come ready to play? Is Iowa really going to act like they got some sense? Okay? Because it's back to back to back. And they didn't go through this gauntlet last year. They weren't even, I don't even remember them being in it. They weren't in it. So this is something new to them. What do y'all think is better, Betts or Hayden? Who do you think is better, Betts or Ava Hayden? Betts. Betts does what she does and what she does well. I think when you see her, you want her to be more dominant. You want her to be, more offensive minded and such. But like, she was rebounding her butt off. I think Oregon wins 2 rounds. You do? 2? Jay said, yeah, I said Betts is better than Ava. I mean, Jay and I saw them both playing. I think Ava, she's not as consistent with anything. But if she wanted to, she could be unstoppable down low, offensively. But, Betts, defensively for Betts, she's a beast. She knows how to pass out. When she gets going, she gets going. If they really need her, she's going to get going. Until Hayden hits a double-digit board and protects the rim a little better. Shoot, exactly, D. Because Betts had 15 boards again at Galen on Sunday. I'd say Betts, but matching sophomore year to sophomore year, I'll go with Ava. Okay. Okay, let me see. So what did Charlie Cream say? Charlie Cream took a shot at predicting all the player of the year winners. Follow along and see how I did. So they haven't named the player of the year, huh? If Minnesota is going to hit threes, play defense, no telling how far they can go. I know. Gosh, it's so difficult. And I'm usually not scary like this to make predictions. I'm usually not one to go. I'll tell you straight out, whether I'm right or wrong, I'll be like, yeah, I did say Michigan and UCLA in the finals, but either one of them, whether you want to agree or not, either one of them could lose. Not so much UCLA, but Michigan could lose. Ohio State can upset people. Minnesota can upset people. Hell, we can if we really wanted to, catch somebody off guard. Iowa. Sometimes Iowa shows up like they've never showed up before. I just don't know. I don't know. That's why, some people probably think our tournament is boring, but we've been putting out some exciting games. Sometimes Brenda Freeze gets her team, ready to roll. You just never know. You just don't know with them. You know what I'm saying? I cannot call it. When I think of the SEC, I think SEC, I think Vanderbilt. I think Vanderbilt wants to be a winner. I think even though Coach Mulkey acts like it's not an important thing, I think Coach Mulkey wants to win. I think that South Carolina ultimately should win. However, they showed some vulnerability with Kentucky, with only scoring 6 in the fourth quarter. That won't work. And and do they still only have 8 players? Are they still that's the thing for me with them? If they really only play 8 players or have 8 players, trying to play back-to-back games is where I think they'll run out of gas, and that might be an upset for them. It's hard to beat a squad 3 times. You're hoping we can catch the Bruins sleeping on us Friday. Oh, yeah, I forgot about that. That's true. But shit, we can't look past Washington. Every time I talk my shit, we do something. Right. I know. I'm like, who are we going to show up with? How are we going to act? You know what I'm saying? Kara, are you going to score? Are you going to find yourself, are you going to give us something? Yes, yes, yes. Are you going to find yourself like we need you to offensively? You know what I'm saying? Ken Dog, keep doing what you're doing offensively and defensively. Please don't make her the only one that can out there hustle play. Not to say that Jazzy doesn't play defense or Malia, but I need everybody. I need Gerda on deck. I need Viv on deck. I need Laura on deck. I need you guys to look to score. If you got a wide open shot around the free throw line, look at the basket. Be a threat. And what I mean by be a threat, let me see you shift the defense towards you before you just pass it off. Because then, if you do that, then that opens up for Jazzy to make a backdoor cut. And when you pass the ball to her, step into the pass. Like, get your right leg to protect and pass in and slide that bounce pass down in there. I'd rather not play 3 times, you never know what can. Exactly. I think that's in the back of their mind, UCLA. I think that's in the back of their mind, like, damn, we got to play them 3 times. Yeah, and when you do stuff like that, sometimes the odds are against you. You never know what we have up our sleeve. I don't think we really came at them. I think we made a push. I think when Ken Dog went out, we really couldn't. I'm not saying we conceded because you always play hard, but I don't think we sat there and was like, okay, we really gonna here's what we're gonna do. We're going to throw something at them they've never seen. You don't want to do that in the second game. You want to hold back something that you've been working on for when it matters. Okay, so when it really matters, for motivation and momentum, which would be, Big Ten conference, and then moving forward to, hopefully Sacramento, right? I think we should go out. I mean, yes, we are as fans and as the Trojans are. They're very excited about next year. They but you don't want to look ahead even to next year. Like Jazzy said, we still got unfinished business, and we still have unfinished business, and we want to play to our best of ability. We want to play close to perfection. And perfection doesn't mean like flawless. It just means complete, as we can, up to our potential. Okay. So we want to walk away from the season feeling like, hey, we did all we can with what we have. I'll be honest. I don't care about the Big Ten tournament. I'm worried about this year's national championship as a Bruins fan. That's the main acquired target we need. Yep, it is. For you guys, it really is. Because this is your last chance at trying to get that shit. Like, you've been together too long. It don't make any sense why, like, people overlook you like that. And I would take it personally if I was a Bruin. How would you define U.S. season thus far? Do you think women of Troy, will be in the national title conversation? I know we will. Are you kidding me, Nicholas? Everybody knows that. We'll be in the conversation. Are you kidding me? We'll be in the conversation, and Juju will be 100%, 110% fine. But she's coming in with we're going to have 3 number one in their high school class that were heads and shoulders above what. So, Nicholas, what I implore you to do is to do your homework and go to highlights of Sanaya Hall. She's coming in, incoming freshman, number 1 in the country. It's a gap between her and anybody else. There's a gap. There's a slight gap between Jazzy and Tabet. They say Juju, and her with her peers in her class, right? Kennedy being 6th in her class I think has moved up. However, I do think I see, like a Sarah Song, a Joyce, Michaela Blake's. I think Kennedy's all in that conversation as well. As far as like where she lands in her draft class, and then we have, what did I say? Jazzy, Kennedy. Oh, Kennedy. So now, and Sataya Fagan is the number 1 international player of her age group. So don't overlook her. Look at some of her highlights. So Taya Fagan. And like I said, you drop in a Sarah KK and praying that she considers us. And then we made an offer to Sydney Savory. She's a guard out of high school, Bellsville. Look her up. I've seen how she can play. I think USC has a WNBA lineup next season. I just think we need one more big. I think one more along with Taya is fine. I mean, I don't. I think what you want me to say is like we need it. Like there's no more Reagan Beers. There's no more what's her name? Lauren Betts in the Big Ten. There's no more bigs, Oldacre will be gone. You'll have Brad Cunningham in Texas. You'll have we don't know what, Watkins, who she's pushing around. Lisa Turneby doesn't like contact. You don't have Medina Okot over there at South Carolina. You're worried about this extra big, but for what? There's who in the rest of the country has a big like that we should be worried about. Like, why are we worried about that? Unless you're thinking like, well, we got to give Taya a rest. Okay, well then we're gonna bring Viv, Laura, or Gerda in. They can give you some minutes. Let's get Sienna Betts. Did you see what Jazzy said? Did you see Jazzy when Sienna went to guard her? Jay, did you see 2 or 3 times Jazzy's like, get out of the way, let me get her. And she took her best friend to the hole. And she did oh my God, she did. Y'all know how I feel about the finger roll. She came up in there and finger rolled it. But I wanted her to finger it over the rim. If I can get up and finger it over the rim, I know you can. But the way she got up and she had the last and she's like, I gotta get that up over the rim. That baby finger rolled it. Okay? Ha! She cooked her twice. She said, get out of the way. And just like one-on-one with Sienna and cooked her best friend. Finger rolled it. Why did I tell her that? I forgot to tell her that. I should have said that to her. Do you believe that the Trojans are the best team going into next season? I personally do. I'll take third best. I don't care. I personally think we will be. That's just me. I personally think we are. But I don't even want all that attention and heat like that. I just want us to have – it's going to be a fun team to watch. I also believe the Michigan Wolverines are going to be really good as well. I don't know. I don't know. Because I think if you guys keep talking about who need a big, I think you need to pray for them to get a big. They need to get a big. I wouldn't mind. I would do something with no, that's Limala. That's from Ohio State. I'm thinking Trigger. I don't know why Trigger always sticks out in my mind. Like I want to do more. I wish we had her. Oh, you know who I would want, you guys? Low key, and thank God I wouldn't have to be dependent on her, is Camille Pierre. I think she'd be great. I thought that last year. I thought Camille Pierre, Tony Morgan. Shit, I would have took Samaya Smith. I wonder if Jazzy can dunk. I'm going to ask her. I wonder if that's what's some plyo. But I heard that they do plyo, and I'm gonna ask them, do they do plyo? I'm gonna get close enough to the trainer to ask that. Do they do plyometrics? UConn versus UConn, SC, LSU, USC, Texas, Vanderbilt, Michigan are dangerous teams. I like Clara Strack too. I saw her last night. I like that Riley girl from Kentucky. I like Clara Strack from Kentucky. Yeah, they got some girls over there like in Kentucky. I like the Snatch. Strack for sure. I like Strack. I felt the other day when they were playing South Carolina, and South Carolina was very vulnerable. I was like, you just beat yourself, Kentucky. Like you You outscored them in the fourth quarter, which is one of the most important quarters, and you just couldn't get I mean, Tony was just like missing point blank stuff. I know she want to beat herself. I couldn't understand why it wasn't going in. Like, I was like, your energy and your body was too stressed and they got too excited. Like, it was like they would burn right by them and then like run out of gas. It's like both of them were tired, but they got by Carolina to get to the rim. And I think they're so in their mind that Carolina is this big bad monster that even though you blew by, I know they're still here to get me, and their arms are going to stretch like go gadget. You know, I love Tiana Key. And block me. And I'm like, dog, you were right there. They weren't even following you. The monsters weren't even following you. Go to the rim and score the bucket. South Carolina had 0 points against. Yeah. Oh, Bella Hines still locking down Tessa because she was there to be. Yeah, what? Bella Hines is locking down Tessa because she was nowhere to be found in that Kentucky game. Yeah, yeah. Hey, you've been, you burning out Tessa. Like, you can't expect her to do everything to be hot. A 3-point shooter can't be like consistently hot through the whole game. But that's why Tessa did a cold drive to the rim. It was so cold the way she said, boom, boom, and she got to the hole. She jumped up in the air. She came to the other side of the rim and she shot it like this. Boom, like back over the rim. And she did it like, I know I can make this shot. Boom. And I was like, Tessa is cold. Tessa need to add more to her bag than that old freaking three. That girl got game getting to the hole. Raven Johnson will lock her up. We'll lock who up? Lock who up, Farrah? Oh, Bella. Well, we never said that Bella was a scorer now. We talking about Bella guarding Tessa. She's so good that when she go 23% a game like that versus SC, when she could make a name for herself. You talking about Tessa, D? I agree. I hear you. I just think Fagan can use a player like Kiki and or Marshall. I don't want Kiki nor Marshall. I want Sarah Okeke. I don't want Kiki or them. Well, the way that we're gonna play, they can't even keep up. Bella Hines is trash. Come on now. Bella, she's a freshman. She is not trash. Talked about on her live the other day how she's ready to play Tessa. Oh, she did? Did she, King Lion? I love Bella's energy. I love her bravado. I love her confidence. I love the fact that Tessa got another year, and she got and then Bella will have another year, and as long as her coach believe in her, and give her some run, it's gonna be really interesting. Raven play. See, what you guys got to worry about with South Carolina is like, the lack of depth. And then playing so many games to get to the championship. What is it, like 5 games to play? Close together with travel. You guys gotta realize you gotta have depth for that. You gotta have depth for that, and you can't afford to be banged up or injured. Morgan, what's Morgan? Tony Morgan? Once Raven gets out of there, Tessa can take over. Yeah. It'll be Raven and Tanaya, so then they'll probably have Maddie start. And I don't know, I'm not the coach, but you have Maddie. Don't forget Agot Maker's really good, and she got nice length. You got Jersey coming in as a guard. They're looking at that other girl, Morgan, but she'll be a freshman. Let's say if she decides to go there. And then, you got your forwards and you got your center. You got Kaylee Lynn and Andrews coming. I think they'll be healthy. Chloe, Tack, McDowell is still there. I think, isn't Dowda gone? And Medina Okot's gone. Tessa Johnson has disappeared apparently. Bella Hines did a good job on her. As you always talk about Key, she went 3 for 13. Oh my God, you can't do that. I give her a break because she came back from injury, but I was waiting for Tiana Key to come back because I was like, you guys got something special. And when she got hurt, they hung on for one game and a half, and then it's like they couldn't do it without her. SC is not traveling. They're just going to Greenville. That's what's probably going to help you guys, which is so unfair that you guys don't have to travel. But Texas doesn't have to travel either. If they're in Fort Worth, they don't got to travel either. So everybody keep on like, oh, forget Texas. I think that man need to figure it out because he got too much talent over there. Bayou Bella will cook Tessa, Chicago said. Bayou Bella gonna cook Tessa. Tessa, who can guard Tessa? Well, to be fair, Alicia Turnerby, she's European. She's not as physical as the U.S., but she's getting better. She got a nice stroke out there on the outside. I don't even know. I think she'll be like an Azure Stevens or something. Like she not gonna really understand and be able to handle the physicality of play until maybe she's like 20 years old. I don't think she'll have it next year either. Oh, the seniors in the backcourt. SC's defense is the best in the SEC. Is it, guys? Is South Carolina's defense? That's the best? That's the best in the SEC? South Carolina's defense is the best? Because if that's the best, then that is exactly what I said. I don't really think SEC has great defense. SC owns LSU. Bayou reserved for the Barbie and the Bayou Barbie alone. That's the only Bayou anything. That's my girl, Angel Reese. Did you see Juju Reese last night? What Juju started for the Washington Wizards. I love that little kid, that young man. I want him to do so good. I love Miss Reese's kids. Also, tell me about what happened. Anybody, tell me what happened with Notre Dame and LSU. I mean, Louisville, I'm saying. I'm sorry. What's going over there with Louisville? Why did they let Hannah Hapdalgo go off like that? She gets to work with Asia Wilson and Ash Walker. Turnerbees is going to be a real problem next season. Mark it down. I think, but not in a way that you think, DJ. Maybe you do agree with me. I don't know. I think Alicia's going to be come back great, but I don't think it's going to be on the inside. I think it's going to be with that outside shooting because who could block that? What happened with in the ACC? Who is coming out of that to win the ACC tournament? Anybody want to take a stab? Anybody want to take a prediction? Give me your prediction in the chat. Let's talk about it. Who's going to win the ACC tournament? Please tell me what's going on over there. What is going on? Does anybody know? Anybody want to talk about it? Because I want to look at this. I want to show this highlight of the UCLA game. I know RC would be interested in it. Let's see.
And Laura Williams and Lauren Betts tip it off. 3 others have done it in the last 11 years ago. Here's Jones, the former Bruin. Kennedy Smith can't hit. And Kiki Rice pushing it up to Ledger Walker, attacking for UCLA, and 2 more. Tara Dunn, the senior, gives it up to Smith. Guarded by Rice, trying to create a long 2, and that goes down. First bucket of the day. Betts gets it out quick. Ledger Walker straight away, connects.
They want to cut down those nets. This would certainly be the year to do it.
Angela Dugalich has come in off the bench for UCLA. Rice got caught in the air, gave it up, got it back. Rice attacks and scores, plus the foul.
And that one fired up Lauren Betts.
Sienna Betts into the game with it at the top. Betts making a move and stepping all the way into the basket. And then a steal. Here comes Jazzy Davidson for the lay-in. Finally, she gets out and runs.
Yeah, Jazzy Davidson so good on the defensive end for such a young player. Averages 2 steals per game. That time, I don't think she fouled Nika. That's a really tough second foul call for USC's best player. She's still in the game now.
What a possession. UCLA finding way to get points and hits the 3. Around from Betts. And that's deflected out away by Iwachukwu, but it comes tight to Neekins. Can't hit it, bouncing around, and again UCLA comes away. The effort from SC on defense is fantastic, and UCLA keeps beating it anyway. Rasha Tite into the game off the SC bench. Sets the screen for Jones.
Let it jump, oh! In the corner.
Looks like SC needs that, and it connects.
London Jones, who spent the first 3 years of her career in a Bruin jersey. Creation, hesitation, getting to that baseline.
SC had won 4 straight. UCLA won the champ game last year head-to-head. Won earlier this year, trying to make it 3 in a row. Back the other way against the Trojans. Gianna Neepkins with the mid-range. I'm talking to Corey Close about Neepkins came in from Utah and said, I want to be a 3-level scorer. And Corey Close said, well, you better shoot 50% if you're going to shoot the mid-range. As Jones hits, and she has. And Neepkins has maintained that green light.
Really making Betts use that wingspan there. That was not the most perfectly placed
Nice reverse.
What an attack from Jones. Now here is Dunn. Shot clock is low. Mendez has it swatted away by Betts.
Do that in there.
He's forcing the UCLA defense to shift around.
Jones was 1 of 9 in the first meeting against her former team. And Ledger Walker with a 3.
Way too much.
First-year players on the court for Corey Close.
Samuels that somehow got through. Iwachukwu, and then she turns it over, trying to find Dunn. Neepkins, a transition 3.
That's the transition.
Now Betts doubled. Ledger Walker.
That's the transition 3 that I'm talking about. That was the transition 3 that I was talking about. That in the game, and it happened so quickly with UCLA. And then, Lauren Betts is such, like Gracie Merkel did with Kiyomi, is so big to get around that it's ridiculous. It's like they're afraid for her to catch it, but I don't see why, because she's not going to do anything but dribble handoff or dip it down. But to the outside, she's a great passer. But I was like, as soon as I saw Betts keep still, if I was a post player, I get around and hedge aggressively, like I was saying in the pregame, aggressively, and so that my guard has time to get out to defend a contend Ledger Walker shot, or Kiki didn't take that many, and Neepkins. But Neepkins surprised me because she can put it on the floor and she can go to the hole. The good, let's see. Okay, so Farrell said, Duke. You got Duke. Wow, Chicago said Duke for the ACC as well. Okay, but they haven't been playing that well lately. But okay. Karen gonna have them ready. Oh, Juju, Nicholas, say less. Juju soaking it all in. And the look on her face, Jay will tell you, the look on her face was not, she was not happy. Just watching that game, she's just bursting inside. Like she even told Autumn, like, I'm bursting to come out. Like I can't wait to release this, what I want out. Watkins going to have the receipts for critics next year. Oh, yeah, she's going to have plenty of receipts, buddy. Plenty of receipts. She's taking notes. Just like when I saw her cry after that UConn game, and I knew we had we're going to go play them in stores. And I told people, I was like, when she gets to UConn, she's going to tear Paige up. She's going to tear them up. There's nobody to guard her. How do you think how do you think will win the SC tournament? Duke will win the ACC. Okay, Duke. Wow. This is a prediction I did not see you guys saying. So Notre Dame is in this, right? Who is Duke going to play in the ACC? Louisville or Notre Dame? Do you think those two will play each other for the championship? Who will win the man? The SEC tournament's kind of like up in the air for me. If it should be South Carolina winning it, but I'm just worried that back-to-back games with a limited roster, I'm just curious how they're going to do it. Yeah, Hookem, you better say that Texas is going to win because you guys have more depth. I don't understand why you can't win it. I earlier in the year, I predicted you guys winning it. I don't understand what you're doing. I don't know what's going on. You added Aaliyah Crump, like I said. You added Preston. I don't understand what the problem is. Why you can't win it? It's weird. So the Duke Blue Devils have the easiest bracket. Text it 3-point shooting doesn't exist on the road. Ooh, there you go. There you go. See, the thing is, I think what Farrell's trying to say is that Texas wins at home. It's very hard to beat them at home. But when Texas leaves, everything leaves for them. And that's ridiculous. You got to know how to win on the road. Winning on the road is like essential to winning everything that you want to win. You can't just be a home style team. You can't just only win at home. You got to win on the road. I personally have always liked the Trojans on the road because, and when Juju was there, because you can monitor their sleeping, you can monitor what they eat, you can make sure their hydration is right. You know what I'm saying? There's no distractions. Like, you got to win on the road. Like, what's the deal? And South Carolina has proven it. I mean, they might get out by the skin of their teeth, but at least they get out with a win. Except for Oklahoma. That was a crazy crowd right there for y'all. That was weird. But I noticed, I don't know what's going on with South Carolina in the fourth quarter, only if you're close to them. And I think it just has to do with really she's going to have to go deeper into the bench and she's going to have to keep them fresh. She has to keep them. She has to keep her. And it's people can put down a coach. Oh, they're not good at rotation. They're not good at substitution. They're not good at you can criticize a coach all day long, but you never know what these girls are coming with. They don't even know when they come out. They probably felt like they did everything right to prepare for the game. and then they just come out and they're just not clicking on all cylinders that day, or something in the game happens and they get like Joyce, she just kind of petered out. But Joyce is down there taking a beating. Like, she needs help, down there getting all those boards and getting bumped around. Like, she's getting worn down. Like, she definitely needs Chloe. She definitely needs Asawa, because you can't ask her to shoulder the load down inside so much. And if I was another team that had some bigs and stuff, I'd wear her ass down. Because eventually, Okot, I never believed in her. Like, they don't challenge her enough. Like when she's at Mississippi State, like, she likes to shoot from the outside. She's a good shooter. But she gets in foul trouble underneath the basket. We're the best in the business. We got this. Okay, I'm gonna leave it alone then. Okay, so I'm gonna leave it alone. SEC got this. SEC, hook them. Farrell's like, it's a done deezy. Y'all told me ACC is Duke. Y'all told me Big Ten is UCLA, and the Big 12. What's up with the Big 12? Anybody watch the Big 12? Any newcomers in the Big? Is it Iowa State? Is it West Virginia? Who is it? Who's over? Do you even care? I don't even think there's a Big 12 team in the top 10 in the country. So who's the best in the business over there with the Big 12? Who's predicted? Let's see. How do you guys like Texas Tech? Oh, women. Hold on. Oh, forgot about TCU, huh? TCU. I got TCU, or I like West Virginia. Baylor, I would have said Baylor. TCU, but TCU has gotten them, I think, twice. I think West Virginia is going to throw everything but the kitchen sink and try to be in the finals. And TCU and Olivia Miles, I don't see Olivia Miles not taking her team to win the Big 12. So I think that's it, right? So we named 4 corners. Big 12, ACC, SEC, Big 10. Yeah, so that's it. So the SC Kentucky game should have been over in the third. SC was up 13. They ran out of gas, DJ. They ran out of gas. And I don't know if Farrell's not telling me why. How they ran out of gas. What adjustment did Kenny do to make you guys for them to come back and only win by 6, and then SC was only by 6. Like, what incarnation happened? What adjustment did Kentucky do that make it such a close game? Or do you not know? If you know, you know. If you don't know, then don't reach for something to try to answer. You feel me? Don't try to make something up. You got out of there with the skin of your teeth, right? But that's it. I don't know. Mick, you hit me up in the Discord if you want to come back up and talk some more. I'm excited about the awards. I want to see the rest of the awards across the country. I'm going to have to scan social media to see what else we're missing. I think Raven Johnson got Player of the Year. Not Player of the Year, Defensive Player of the Year. I remember seeing for Wiley 6. Man, Cody got Newcomer. These are off memory. Cody McMahon is Newcomer. I never heard of that award called Newcomer, but she got Newcomer, Player of the Year, probably Blake's, Freshman of the Year, Galvin. Right? So, sorry, I don't know much about the other teams, other conferences and what they did in theirs. I'll start trying to look it up now to see what that looked like. But other than that, y'all, that's all I really have for you. Mid-afternoon, midday. Continue to get back to work on your end, wherever you are. Finish your week. If you haven't subscribed to my channel and you're watching me on X, come on in and hit that like button. Hey, what's up, First Love? You weren't here. But go back and watch the replay. Hit the like. Leave a comment. Please leave a comment so I know that you were here. If you haven't left one in the live chat. I played an interview with Jazzy. Yeah, we'll see me later. Yeah, hit that subscribe. Share my channel if you will. Share different shorts that I have. Tell people to come back and go back and watch. Yeah, that'll be cool. And then leave me a comment. Tell a friend and tell a friend. And I'll see you on the next one. So what's today anyway? Today is, I don't even know the date of it. Today must be Tuesday. So we'll be back for more right here on Everybody Loves Juju 1-2 or Everybody Loves Juju 12 Talks Hoops. Peace.
Around here, this is more than a game. It's family, it's culture, it's legacy. A community that understands the work, respects the grind, and honors the journey. From the hardwood to the highlight moments, to every player chasing greatness. This is where passion grows, where fans become family, where standards are protected, where women's basketball lives. Welcome to Everybody Loves Juju 12.